500,000 people use Tokyo Station every day, and many of them make use of the 5,600 coin lockers to store baggage as they continue on their travels. What these lockers are not intended for, however, is the discarding of human remains. This is the true story of the Tokyo coin locker body. On the 26th of April 2015 at around 9:40 am, a Tokyo Station staff member found a suspicious yellow suitcase in an unlocked coin locker approximately 40 meters from the Marunouchi southern exit. Thinking that someone had left it there after forgetting about it, the staff member took the suitcase into a storage area within the station. If only he knew what was inside. Over a month later, on the 31st of May, the custody period had passed for the suitcase, so the station staff members went to the holding area and decided to open it to see if there were any identifying items available so that they could contact the owner. To their horror, that is when they discovered a body. Inside the case was the body of an elderly woman, aged between 70 and 80 years old. She was missing most of her teeth, but had a number of false ones that were implanted within the last 10 years of her life. She was slim, stood at around 140 centimeters tall, and was placed into a fetal position inside the suitcase. On her forehead was a 5mm mole or birthmark, and she had shoulder-length graying hair measuring 30 centimeters. She wore a beige cardigan with evidence of extensive use. There were no external wounds or signs of trauma on her body, indicating that her death was not the result of physical assault. And despite being in the case for over a month, it did not give off a foul odor prior to its opening. Police were called to the scene and cornered off the lockers where the body was first discovered a month prior, causing quite a commotion at Japan's busiest train station and fueling speculation on social media. The body was taken away for testing, and on the 1st of June 2015, authorities announced that they could not determine the cause of death due to decomposition. They analysed the suitcase too. It was yellow, dirty, and old, leading police to believe that the case was not purchased for this particular crime, but was used by either the woman or the person responsible prior to the incident. It stood 73 centimeters tall, 53 centimeters wide, with a width of 27 centimeters. The woman was small, but the case still compressed her body significantly. Other than the clothes she was wearing, there were no other personal items inside the suitcase. After interviewing station workers who patrolled the platforms and checked the lockers, the locker where the body was found was empty up until when it was last checked at 8 am. In other words, the suitcase was placed there within 1 hour and 40 minutes of its initial discovery at 9:40 am. There was no mention of any suspicious activity from anyone at the station or around the lockers. One employee also told reporters and police that there was an abnormal odor when we opened the case. Then we saw hair. Police analysed CCTV footage at the station, but because the abandoning of the body was done a month prior to the discovery, no footage to help with the investigation was found. In 2015, face reconstruction models created using the woman's skull shape were revealed to the public with the hopes of identifying her. Police also made a statement as to what they believe had happened. As there were no physical wounds on the woman, they believed that it is likely that the crime was not murder. In fact, it was being investigated as a corpse abandoning crime. They believed that a relative was the one who abandoned the body, most likely because of struggles with poverty. They theorized that the person responsible could not afford a funeral or grave, so they took the corpse to a place where it would likely be found and provided with dignified treatment. Further supporting this was the fact that both the suitcase and the locker were left unlocked, making police suspect that the person wanted authorities to find it quickly. In other words, they don't think that the crime was committed out of anger or malicious intent, but out of desperation. They believe that the person was unable to deal with the death, so left it for authorities to sort out. Police journalist Ken Kitashiba also theorized that Tokyo Station was chosen because the criminal could easily board a train and escape from reality. If the body were hidden in the home or buried nearby, it could cause them great distress, so he theorized that the person that did this wanted to escape such torment. As Tokyo Station is a large place full of people, it would be difficult for witnesses to come forward or suspicious activity to be noticed. Personally, I agree with police on this one. Japan has a big problem with poverty amongst its dominant aged population. Many elderly people are retired and struggle with finances. Families have even been known to hide the deaths of other family members so that they can continue to claim pension money to help themselves survive. It is quite possible that the person responsible for abandoning the body relied heavily on the woman's pension money, so they did this to cover up the death and continue receiving it. However, all of this is just speculation, and without the person coming forward or being caught, we will never know what happened. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching my 4th YouTube video. There is not so much mystery surrounding this case when compared to my other videos, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. As requested from some of my viewers, I have left the sources in the description. There are even some English ones for you to look at. Make sure you check out my other videos if you like what you see, and feel free to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.